and welcome to your monthly forecast. So, let's take a look if your luck will be continuing this month because it seems like for the past few weeks and months, you're really rolling, and a lot of you have been like having a lot of good abundance and money and prosperity, gaining money as well, and having much more stable career. Let's take a look if that will still happen this month. Alright. Oh, some of you are moving. Or will be changing your residence, or will be going for some renovation. You're actually waiting anxiously for the right moment, opportunity, or offer. Looks like you've been hunting for a new house, or you're also looking to change your furniture inside your place or inside your house. And this month you'll be a little bit, you'll be holding down to your finances. I can't say too stingy, but you will be controlling your spending. You'll be controlling your shopping spree. You want to save up for something. All right? Because you really want to, to invest your money and make your money grow in the right way, in the right channel, and in the right investment. Right. Okay. Looks like someone will be extra nice to you, especially your partner will be very loving, attentive, and your sex life will also be very good. So it's not really that noticeable that this person is doing something right behind you. And for you, it's like, how will he still find some time? He's always at work, and he's always working long hours. He's always in the office and stuff like that. When a person wants to do something, they can always find a way. Okay? Which is, you need to be more careful because it means that they're really good in hiding and pretending. Alright. You're waiting for the right offer, housing unit, or you're waiting for, for the right moment to come to have an affordable housing for you. Okay? You've been looking into this, and there are two things that's, that you really want to do this, and or the reason why you want to do this. Because one, you want to relocate and move away from somebody which is an earth sign or a water sign. Two, you want to invest your money right after receiving that lump sum of money from some legal settlement or legal case that you won recently. But just be very careful because there is an older female, older air sign female or family member that's kind of not really happy with the victory that you're having right now. And I feel like this person will be secretly sabotaging your success and your plans. Okay, so better watch your back, use your senses, and when there are some red flags, or your instinct has been kicking in and your intuition is telling you something, do not set it aside. Okay, try to address it, but do not make any assumptions without any fact or evidence. All right? Now, you will also be avoiding some invitations or some events or gathering that you will be invited in, and it seems like you just want to stay at home. It's like you're not really in the mood to mingle or to socialize or to see any other people during this month. So you're going to be hibernating a little bit. You will be happy on your own, and you will just be, like contented, thinking and thinking and thinking, and you just want to stay away from other people's dramas and, you know, well, curiosity as well, that because they are going to be asking you about some personal stuff that you don't really want to answer. So you will be making or creating that, while you're alone or right after work, instead of calling some other people or calling some of your family members and friends, you just want to stay alone and you just want to be on your own. But this is where you will also be starting forming your dreams and plans for the future, and you don't want to let anybody know. Which is, that is actually a good thing, because the more people know about your plans, the more they will sabotage it for you, and the more it's not going to happen. And sometimes those unplanned things, those are the things that actually happen and manifest. But those planned out things, as in like well thought out plans, those are the things that doesn't really manifest. All right, so you're just waiting for the money, you're just waiting for, like, let's say additional money to top up to whatever you have right now, or you're just waiting for a check to be released, and you feel like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And you will also be calculating carefully, like for how many years you will get your return, because some of you wants to retire, or some of you wants to rest, some of you wants to, some of you wants to enjoy your life and no longer follow anyone else's rules. Okay, or it's like you just want to be your own boss, be comfortable in your life. You don't have to worry about, oh, if I stop working today, or if I just have a break or have a day off, then it might not suffice my needs or my bills for my children and stuff like that. You will be thinking much more carefully this month about how to make your life much more comfortable without worrying what's going to happen next. Okay, and there is an earth sign that you will be hiding from, or that you will be a little bit afraid, or that you will be avoiding, because this one is someone that you really want to, like not to see anymore. It's like you don't want to have anything to do with them. You don't want them near you. You don't want to talk to them. You don't want any other contact. Okay? Meanwhile, there is a water sign who will try to play games with you, and because of this, I'm also picking up someone who is a lawyer, or somebody who's working in the government. This person is going to try to make you, just to play around with you, like, oh, it's not yet done, come back here, come back some other day, let's talk about this some other day, or next week, next month, So you need to be a little bit more pushy. You need to be a little bit more aggressive, because if somebody keeps on setting you aside, then there is something else that they are doing. Okay, that's why they are trying to distract you, and they are just trying to push you away for you to get annoyed. Now, there will be much more communications and active, connections to outside people, or people that is not really that much related to you. So meaning that these are clients, new networks, key people, new acquaintances, or new prospects for your job or business. Okay, and either way, your idea that you will be forming, or the idea that you will be forming this month, will come into fruition in success and completion. And this is the start of your big transition. So good for you. Okay, let's take a look at your finances. As I've said, that there is like an air sign who will try to sabotage your work and your life, and you're gonna be feeling a little bit alone, because you will be avoiding other people this month anyway. So this is the thing. I mean, you want to have some more privacy. You're not really in the mood to socialize or mingle or talk, or hear other people's dramas. But during the times that somebody will try to pick on you or bully you, or sabotage you or play around with you, this is the time that you will need some people who will be backing you up or who will be helping you. So don't close your door or don't raise your walls up too high. Set some boundaries. There's no problem with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But do not shut people out, because at the end of the day, you will still be needing their help. Now there is like an offer or like an approval that you're kind of waiting for, and definitely you will be getting it. Like what I said, you need to be a little bit more aggressive and pushy, because some people will try to, like tell you, oh, come back. Oh yeah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna sign a contract next month or next week, and they're gonna keep you dangling, or they will be playing the game of dangling carrot. Okay, but with this, you will be gaining the momentum, or you'll be gaining your success by being aggressive. And it's like, no, we already have this moment. I'm already here right in front of you. I respect your time, so I hope that you will also respect my time. So whatever that we can achieve now, let's achieve it now, so that tomorrow, the next week, or next month, we can start something new. All right. Be a little bit aggressive, but do not be hot-tempered. All right. Well, I also feel like there are some things that you'll be feeling, which is your intuition will be kicking in. And if there is a client, or there are some transactions, or there are some, projects or procedures that you have to go through, and you're having some second thoughts because you're really unsure about it, then don't go. Okay, or don't really do it. But when it comes to communications, it seems like this is where you're gonna have some difficulties, because, like what I said, you're not gonna be in the mood to mingle with other people, or to let them know what's really going on with you. So yeah, try to be a little bit open. See, try to be a little bit more open, because otherwise you will feel stuck. And this is where you'll feel like, oh my God, like I need a friend right now, because this month there will be a moment where you need to call for a friend, or you need to dial a friend. All right. There will be some very minor problems or setbacks when it comes to your work or business, but eventually you're going to make it through. Okay. Just be a little bit reasonable for those people that you don't really want to talk to. They're going to try and understand if you don't want to mingle or gather, or, like join them, but at least try to get in touch with them, because it's not really healthy for you to just shut people out and generalize all of them, and feels like, oh, okay, they're just after like this, they're just after like that. Not all people are like that. All right. Because if you will have this kind of attitude, you might just lose the good ones along with the bad ones, and that's not really good. Okay, now this month you will also, when it comes to love, okay, this month looks like you will be experiencing some betrayals, or experiencing some red flags with your partner. All right, which is it also shown in your sex life. Your sex life will still be active, even for for singles who's already seeing someone. One more thing, people are very confused. They said that, okay, if I'm single, why am I seeing someone? Single means you're unattached, you're not yet in a domesticated relationship, you're not yet married, or whatsoever. You're free, as in single. Now, for those singles, which is you're not seeing anyone, not even a date, you're not even looking for anyone, you're not even a dating site or something like that. Those are the singles. So when you're single, it means that there is still somebody that you're still seeing, a prospect, or even from the past, but you're unattached, unmarried, or you're not yet in domesticated, whatever. All right, so to avoid the confusion, now for those married ones, There will be some questions and talks about money, especially if you're with an air sign. Yet this person is lying to you about somebody from the past. And this is what you will be discovering, that the reason why they are. And also make sure that you don't have any joint account, or if you have one, make sure that you will be monitoring it. Okay? Because if you will just let this whole thing to get bigger, or you would just set it aside, ignore it, and think that, okay, my partner won't, my spouse or my husband or my, my wife will never do that to me. But when people have some other influences, people change. Okay, so there's nothing for sure. And you can't be so sure that people, or even that spouse of yours that you've been together for like 10, 15, 20, 30 years or more, that they will never betray you. People change. And that is what you need to be a little bit more open. Okay? That people are very prone to hurting other people, even the ones they love, because of trust. Okay? And this is this is the month where you will be learning the truth, around third week of September. And you feel like, wow, I was such a fool to believe that this person, it can be trusted. And then you will be moving away, walking away, or leaving everything behind. And because of this, you would just decide to really walk away and, well, go for a separation. Okay, I got the death card. There will be a major transition. Either, there will be the end of drama or affair, or it will be the end of your relationship in order for you to regain yourself back again. In every death, there's always new beginnings. Okay, in every losses, there will always be gains. And this time, I feel like you've been, this, you also need to ask yourself in front of the mirror, like, what has changed in me? What has transpired positively in me? I mean, you've been like, you clubbered up, and you've been hiding, you've been acting like a hermit, you've been trying to avoid, okay? And you've been trying to cut off people from your life because you're too tired, you're too stressed out, you're too depressed, and you have gone stoic, okay? So you feel like, like you don't really want to mingle. It has changed a lot in you. And you would rather just stay at home than see your friends or mingle with your relatives. And sometimes you only go and get to see your family every 2 to 3 years, If it's, before, you used to be like joining your family in each and every vacation. Now you're just too depressed to, to open up and join your family or even friends. Or even when you join them, your mind is always off somewhere. Now, like what I said, that there will be some settlements and talks about money. And this is where the two of you will be battling and will be debattling. Okay? Or will be discussing. There will be some debate. And there will be some things that the two of you will not be agreeing upon. And this is where you're going to see the ugly side of your partner. For you, it's like, most of the things that you have is from your, from your hard works, from your hard labor, and fruits of your labor as well. For the past few years that you've been working yourself too hard, driving yourself too hard, and you don't want to give any part, or you don't want to give anything to this person. But unfortunately, this person has been, how long has it been? This person has been having an affair with somebody younger earth sign that they met at work. Somebody who's an earth or air, but they are younger. And this was like 10 months ago. 10 months ago, 10 weeks ago, hopefully not 10 years ago. And this is the reason where you have started feeling you're so alone. You're the only one who's been carrying all your problems and responsibilities. And your partner keeps on saying that, oh, like, I'm so busy. I have to work overtime, even weekends and stuff like that. And you've already had, you already have some inclinations in the past, but you just set it aside. Like what I said this month, if there are some things that your instinct will be kicking in or that your instinct will be nudging you about, act on it. Don't set it aside. Okay? And things will be, turning. It will be in your favor, but it's going to be long and hard and laborious process of winning. But what's important is that you will be winning. Ah, you know, you're always a fighter. You have to let your partner hear you roar, whenever you're being pushed and provoked. Singles, okay. Singles who's already looking for, who's already seeing someone. Singles, and then those who's already married. Your sex life will still be normal. Your partner will still want you and stuff like that, but you can even hardly notice, sometimes that especially for singles, that they are also seeing someone else because they're very active. They whenever the two of you are intimate together, you feel like they're so into you, the touch, the kiss, the longingness, the energy, and everything else. But if you're just doing this, twice a week or thrice a week, well, obviously, there's still some other days in the week, so you know. And I feel like you will also be opting for some outdoor adventures this week. The first 2 weeks, sorry. The first 2 weeks and the last 2 weeks will be a little bit solo for you. And for those who's already married, looks like your partner will be very active, and you will also start noticing that they've been trying some other positions or some other stuff, experiment a little bit, exploration, and doing some other styles. And for you it's okay, but then you're starting to notice, why are they doing this? And they haven't really tried this to you before, and until now, that they're being extra aggressive, and it's like they are treating you as like a training ground. And you will also find out that your spouse or your partner or your has been dealing with somebody from the past, that while they are making love to you, they're still thinking about this person. You will try to find the strength to gather some more facts and evidences against this, but then your partner is very charming, and they know how to win you over. They know how to distract you, and they know how to to turn your attention into something else, until that you will have enough by the end of this month, and you will be trying to free yourself from this lies, deception, and toxicity. Health-wise, you need to be careful with your lungs, asthma attacks as well, suffocation, and be very careful with some toxic and harmful materials that you can breathe, because I feel like you will have some problems with your breathing or with your lungs because of this. Let's say, for example, that there is some gas that's been leaking, or there are some molds, or there are some things in the air. It's more about airborne problems and bacteria and diseases that you will get infected this month. Immune system will also be a little bit compromised. You need to have more sun, and you need to go out more. You need to just have some light exercise, okay? Teeth problems, gum problems, and occasional bleeding of your nose, migraine, frequent migraine, hip, not really hip dislocation, hip problems, like the at the base of your spine. And this is also one of the problems that you'll be incurring. And you also need to cleanse or detoxify spiritually and mentally. You need to be a little bit more outgoing. Okay, you need to have sun in your, in your system, in your body, and sweat a little bit. Like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, or even before you go to sleep at night if you don't have time in the morning. Just light exercise. Keep on walking or jog for a little bit or walkathon. What's important is that you'll be able to wind off, and breathe fresh air instead of just hibernating or sulking in one corner in your house, and you've been thinking, thinking, thinking. And this is also not really healthy. That's why you're going to have migraines, okay? And you also need to free up your mind because you'll be feeling a little bit stuck or blank this month, okay? You also need to rehydrate and try to opt for lemon and cucumber, all right? And parasites, unhygienic food or vegetables, and check your food if there are some molds as well, okay, or if they are already expired, because I feel like this is where you're gonna have some problems. Food poisoning. All right, observer. This is what you have actually failed in the past. Like what I said, your instinct has been telling you something, but you keep on setting them aside because you're too busy working. Your life, your finances, and your career has been really, really good for the past few weeks or months, but then right inside your house, this is where you've been like failing to, to notice that there are some things that you should have paid attention long time ago. Chaos and conflict. You will be going through some periods of distress and battles from the inside, a lot of whys and a lot of questionings, reflection. That's why you don't really want to hear any other people's dramas, because you will be going through your own. And poised, you still have that brave face. You still have that, that aura or face in front of other people, that even though your world is already crumbling down, you still want to let them know and see that you're still happy, contented, nothing is wrong, life is perfect. But sometimes, you have to let your vulnerability be seen so that the right help will come to you, instead of letting other people know that nothing is wrong. And happy, this is what you really needed to achieve. This is what you really want. Even if life is simple, as long as you're happy. And you've been missing, this happiness right within you. This is the only thing that's been missing in your life. You're happy financially and career-wise, but when it comes to your love life, this is where everything else have changed. All right? Anyway, that's it for you for this month, Leo. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live on the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.